Hello students, let's start with 13.5 population interaction. So the organism interact in various way to form the biological community. So the interaction between the two species is called your interspecific interaction. They include mutualism, competition, predation, parasitism, commensalism and your amensalism. So we are going to see one by one each and every concept. So mutualism is both in which both species are benefit, means species and species B both are benefit from each other, whereas in competition both species are harm. In predation, the one which is a predator are benefit and other on which the predators are depend is your harm. Then parasitism, same, the organism which is a parasitic in nature are get benefit, whereas the host get harm. Commensalism, one is benefit while other is unaffected by your commensalism organism, whereas in amensalism one is harm and other is your unaffected. So predation, parasitism and commensalism, the interacting species lives closely together. So in parasitism, in predation, in competition, the organisms are in close relationship with each other. So what do you mean by mutualism then? So mutualism is a kind of positive interspecific interaction in which each member favor the growth and the survival of each other and their association is obligator. For example, lichen is a mutualistic relationship between a fungi and photosynthesizing algae or cyanobacteria, same as mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is an association between the fungi and the root of higher plant. The fungi help the plant in the absorption of essential nutrient from the soil, while the plant provide the fungi with carbohydrates. So in mutualism, both the species get benefit from each other. So that is known as your mutualism. Now the another example is mutualism between the plant and animal through pollination and seed dispersion. For example, orchid. Now the orchid shows a diversity of floral patterns. They attract the right pollinator insect to ensure the pollination. So here you can see orchids and insects are both in mutual relationship with each other. So this is an concept of your mutualism. Now second concept is your competition. So what do you mean by competition? Competition is defined as an interaction between organism or a species in which the fitness of one overpower the presence of another. For example, it is a process in which the fitness of one species is significantly lower in the presence of another species. So that is known as your competition interaction. Now the interspecific competition is a potent force in organic evolution. Competition occur when a closely related species compete for the same limited resource. So when the resources are limited at that time, the interaction which is occur between the two organisms, suppose species A and species B, that interaction is called as competition and it's occur due to the limited resources. Now, for example, unrelated species can also compete for the resources. For example, flamingos and fishes in some shallow South American lakes compete for zooplanktons, whereas competition occur in abundant resources also. For example, in interference competition, the feeding efficiency of one species is reduced due to the presence of other species even if the resources are abundant. Now, in competition, the one in competition, the Gauss's competition exclusive principle state that the two closely related species compete for the same resource cannot coexist indefinitely and the competitive inferior one will be eliminated eventually. This may be true in limited resource but not otherwise. Species facing the competition may evolve mechanism for coexistence rather than exclusion. For example, your resource partition. Okay. Now, it is a division of a limited resource by a species to avoid the competition. For this, they choose a different feeding times or a different foraging patterns. For example, MacArthur shows that a five closely related species of warbler living on the tree could avoid the competition and coexist due to the behavior difference in their foraging activity. So, there are some species which avoid the competition. So, to avoid the competition with the species partition their resources according to their niche habitat. So this is the concept of your competition. Now the third concept is your parasitism. So what do you mean by parasitism? Now the parasitism is a type of symbiotic relationship between organisms of different species where one benefit at the expense of the other. Now, many parasites are the host specific. They can parasite only a single host specific. They tend to co-revolve. That is, if the host evolved a special mechanism against the parasite also evolve the mechanism to counter-attack them to retain with the same host. So, parasitism is nothing but one organism is depend on other, and that parasitism organism harm the host organism. Get it? Now, adaptation of the parasites are mainly loss of sense organ, presence of adhesive organ or sucker to cling on the host, loss of digestive system, high reproductive capacity, etc. So they get adapted according to the mechanism of their host cell. Now, for example, life cycle of the parasite are often complex. For example, human liver fluke depend on two intermediate hosts, a snail and a fish, to complete its life cycle. Same as malarial parasite need the mosquito to spread to the other host. So the parasitism harm the host. They reduce the survival, reproduction, dense growth and reproduction of the host. They make the host physically weak and more vulnerable to predation. So in short, parasitism is an interaction in which the species which is parasitic in nature harm the host body and make them vulnerable to death. Now the parasitism is of two types, ectoparasite, endoparasite. So ecto means outside the body and endo means inside the body. For example, ectoparasite, they feed on the external surface of host. Example like on human, ticks on dog. So then cuscuta plants on each plants, it has a no chlorophyll and leaves, it derives the nutrition from the host plant. So these are the example of your ectoparasite. Now the female mosquito is not considered a parasite because it needs our blood only for reproduction, not as a food. So here the female mosquito cannot consider as a your ectoparasite. So the lice on human, ticks on dogs and cuscuta plants on Aegis plant are the example of your ectoparasite. Now what do you mean by endoparasite? Parasite that live inside the host body at different sites, just like liver, kidney, lungs, RBC, etc. Now the example of your endoparasite is your Plasmodium vivax, which causes malarial disease. So this is an example of your parasite. Now the life cycle of the endoparasite are more complex. They have the simple morphological and the anatomical features and high reproductive potential. So the roundworm, tapeworm, human liver fluke are the example of your endoparasite. Now, what do you mean by predation? Sorry. Now, what do you mean by second is your brood parasitism. Now, the brood parasitism is a parasitic lays the egg in the nest of its host and lets the host incubate them. During the evolution, egg of the parasite bird have evolved to resemble the host egg in size and color, so the host bird cannot detect and reject the foreign egg easily. For example, the interaction between the cuckoos and crows. So this is your broad parasitism. So in short, parasitism affect the host body and make them vulnerable to the death. So this is the concept of your parasitism. Now what do you mean by predation? Now the predation is a biological interaction where one organisms, the predator, kill and eat the another organism which is your prey. For example, in a broad ecological content, or the carnivorous herbivorous are predator. About the 25% of the insect are phytophagous. If a predator overexploits its prey, then the prey might become extinct. It results in the extinction of predator. Therefore, predator is in nature as a prudent. So the herbivorous, carnivorous are the example of your predation. Okay. Now, what is the importance of predators? Now, the predators control the prey population. For example, when a certain exotic species are introduced in a geographical area, they spread fast due to the absence of the natural predator in the invaded land. For example, the prickly pear cactus, introduced in Australia in 1920, causes hibisco by spreading. Later, it was controlled by introducing a cactus feeding predator moth. So, predator control the population of prey so that the predator should be present in our environment. Now, second point will be your predators are used in biological control methods. Third, predator maintain a specific in community by reducing the competition amongst the prey species. So, in short, predator controls the population of the prey. Okay. Now, there are various defense of prey which protect them from predators like camouflage, जैसे cryptic coloration of the some insect and frogs, so that they can look like a poisonous animal. The monarch butterfly is highly distasteful to its predator's bird. It is due to the special chemical in its body. It is acquired during its caterpillar stage by feeding on the poisonous weeds. So they use a different mechanism to prevent themselves from their predators. Now, thrones, most common morphological means of defense of plant. Example here, acacia, cactus, and etc. Many plant produces the chemical that make the herbivore sick, inhibit feeding or digestion, disrupts its reproduction, or kill it. For example, calotropis produce a poisonous glycoside, so the cattle and goat do not eat them. Nicotine, caffeine, quinine, opine, etc. are the defense against grazer and your browser. So the nicotine, caffeine, all are these secondary product which is used in day-to-day life in various fields, and also they act as a defender of a predator against their prey. Now, so this is a concept of your predation. Now, what do you mean by commensalism? So the commensalism is an interaction between the two organisms where the one organism benefit but the other is neutral. For example, orchid growing has a epiphyte on a mango branch, then barnacle grow on the back of whales, cattle emigrate or and the grazing cattle. So these are the example of commensalism where the interaction between the two species where the one organism get benefit while other is neutral. So this is known as your commensalism. So that's it. Here we have completed our 13th chapter, organism and population. Thank you.